My name is Mr. Anderson, and this is Indie News, brought to you by Indie Advocates, the support system for indie creators, and the global digital Comic Con. That's right, we went from international global because that's how big we are. Just sounds better and shorter to say, but I'm sticking to my story. So this is Indie Advocates Indie News program for today. This will be the last time we film it live. There will be a special news break film tomorrow morning. But beyond that, this is it. If you didn't tell me for the week, I can't help you. We're only going to miss one day, Thursday, because I'm going to be at an airport. I might do a live video from the airport. I'm going to be flying to Chicago in C2E2. What are you guys doing this weekend? Leave me your messages in the comments section in of our videos. So let's talk about what happened today. We just finished filming Kickstarter Last Rites, so that's awesome. Something brand new on the site. Every so often this happens. I didn't write it. So there's apparently a Ghost in the Attic, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan film. And that looks fantastic, the art. I want to check it out. We filmed Kickstarter Talk, which is issue 14, which is about Scientist Cthulhu, trial runs, the Demoness, and tits, plus a heel. What does that mean? You have to check the video out to find out. And of course, we also filmed the amazing and the only video that I know of that talks about the Comic-Con highway and the exits off of it. This is for April 5th through the 8th. C2E2 is happening this week. Time is running out for the Black Circle. After this Kickstarter, I'm not going to talk about any other Kickstarters. I'm talking about it because time's running out. It's already funded. Don't miss out on your copy. Someone had asked me if I know the creator. I don't know the creator themselves, but it's got a good following. And it looks like they put together a solid program. It's on Indiegogo now. Final Street, the Buck King action starts this June. What does that mean? What's Devil's Due got going on? We have their press release for you to find out. Live from New York Comic Con 2 years ago already. The man, the hardest working man in indie comics, Victor Dandridge Jr. He is a king of the cons. I got him a shirt based on his creator card series that we do. I do want to try to get back to that. It's been a very challenging year for me. I've had to put some projects on hold. That was one of them. Maybe we'll get to it for a 2020 edition. That's the hope right now. But he looked amazing in the shirt. I've seen a picture of him, and I don't care. Maybe I am flirting with him. If that's what you're thinking, maybe I am. Chicago comic book royalty prints only at C2E2. What? That's right. Limited edition. Only 50 of of each one, and you can hear the cold weather up north is getting to me. I'm going to have to go back up there. I got to bundle up so I can make sure I get my royalty prints. Do it for the children of Cthulhu. What is that? You're going to have to click it to find out what Dirk Manning's up to now. Or should I say the dastardly Dirk Manning. Check it out. There's a free graphic novel available for you. That's right. Tomb of Horror from Swampline. Volume number 1 is now free. You got to check it out. Click on the link to get it. For those who don't know who Kim Dahl is, shame on you. You should know. You got to check out this interview, and you'll be blown away with the professionalism and ideas that come from this video that you can apply even to indie comics. It's so worth the time of listening to it. Kim Dahl is an amazing voice actor. You got to check it out. Art of the Day brought to us by Rich Art. Here is a little cute pet. Oh, I want one. Wouldn't that be so cute to come home to? It just brings you your slippers. We have Shay made Laura Croft look good. Throwback thread to 2016 when we found our Laura Croft and her name was Shay. Check it out and give her the love she deserves for bringing such an iconic character to life. Remember that if you want your comic book on our Indie Comic Book Previews catalog, all you need to do is send us a picture of the actual comic book, a description, the title, obviously, and a link where they can buy it, and you're in our store. And now you're joining just what'll be thousands of other titles when we're done. We're finally going to be able to invest some time into it, so definitely check it out. I'm going to try to make this. This is tomorrow. It's drink and draw. It'll all depend on my flight. If I can get there in time, this is the drink and draw to benefit the Hero Initiative. This is brought to you also by C2E2. Some great people are going to be there, and I hope to be one of them. If you can get there, and I hopefully you'll see you there tomorrow. We're going to check out a cool new comic book series today. It's called The Fire Girl. It's an amazing story. You guys got to watch it. We're going to do a special on it coming up. We're going to talk to the creator at MegaCon. It is impressive. You've got to check it out. We got some Cosview who? Back from 2016. Never found out who they were, but amazing cosplay. You got to check it out. And now also, speaking of earning comic previews, we have the amazing Cyborg Mythos, the life of a gun for hire in a dystopic city of Greece. And Greece is crazy nowadays. Mega cosplay went down at MegaCon Tampa Bay, a formal Batverse encounter. Indie Advocates invades HavenCon. That's right, my boy, Chuck. Like the wine. See, I can't. Chuck, I always tell Chuck I cannot say his name. I say Pinu, it's Pinois. Chuck Pinois. I think I'm saying it right. It gets in your head. You know when you get uncomfortable saying something, you can no longer say it. It's exactly what's going on with me right now. So he did an amazing article about his encounter at HavenCon. It sounded great. Check it out. And we're just going to give a quick look at Deathbag is looking to launch off of Kickstarter starting Friday, May 25th, 2018. We're going to go into This Week in Indie Comics and talk about all the amazing happenings that are happening now. We did not get an opportunity to update our Facebook group, but that might be something that I actually do a live video for. Maybe waiting for a panel, maybe do a news program for you guys. I don't know why our feed in our group has gotten so bad. It's been going on for 2 hours. I think Facebook's just tired of us. We've been going live all day on Kickstarter, so they've been on with us for, according to this, it's been live for 2 hours. That's how long I've been talking on and off. But we're going to talk one last time about This Week in Indie Comics. Let's check it out. Of course, we just filmed Kickstarter Talk issue 14, which is about Scientist Cthulhu, Trial Runs, The Demoness, Tits, and Heels. We also filmed the Comic-Con Highway for April 5th through the 8th. Remember, you can support indie comics by going to a local comic book show and buying a comic from an indie creator. Comic-Con Highway is going to the Midwest in Illinois with Ryan Cummings with the Skeletal Press to promote the Rubble Kings of the Hero and Villain Fan Fest Saturday and Sunday, April 7th through the 8th. Also, in California this weekend, we'll have the amazing Madeline Holling Rising in the Silicon Valley Comic-Con. That's the 6th through the 8th. She is booth table 71. Comic-Con Highway in the north has Bob Sally bringing the show to the Showboat. That's April 7th through the 8th. A Bunny of a Kid's book that teaches love comes in all form. That's right. Last week's tonight's John Oliver presents A Day in the Life of Marlon Bundo, who it actually outsold. It outsold the official Marlon Bundo book, which, of course, was brought to you by the vice president, who hates very often. And there's a story behind it. You got to click here to find out about it. I suggest you do it as soon as this video is over. But you don't leave me, right? Autism awareness is about education and acceptance, educating the public about acceptance of special needs children and their value. Most autistic children and the adults don't communicate and socialize the typical individuals do. I certainly don't socialize, right? Autism Awareness, R4AU, attempts to break the barrier and helps kids connect. They need a voice. We give them one. They're our future. This is also Autism Awareness Month for those who don't know. So check that site out and see how you can bring awareness of autism to the world today. Supporting Kickstarter takes only a single dollar. $1 show support. You guys can hear Jack screaming in the other room, I'm sure. He's playing and having fun. $1 can show support, attract attention, help fund projects, support creators, create new worlds. That's right. You can do all that with a single dollar. And if you're looking to do your own Kickstarter, check out Kickstarter for the Independent Creator, a second edition. It is a practical and informative guide to crowdfunding made by the amazing author, Madeline Holling Rising. Laugh It Forward is a bit of a controversial book. We have gotten some complaints about it, but understand that creative freedom is important. You don't have to like it to support the freedom to create. And Laugh It Forward is a comedy and comics to change the world, because punching Nazis is hard work, but why can't it also be fun? 2 new comedy books and a lifetime of laughter and activism. Look, check it out. I do warn you, it's got some adult stuff. It's got some penis drawings, so it is there. That's why we put the N there for mature. Comic-Con Highway, Southern Exit. It's WrestleMania weekend. What would WrestleMania weekend be without WrestleCon? Probably still WrestleMania weekend, but WrestleCon is going on for the 5th and the 8th. It's going to have the dreaded Dinosaur Man creator, my friend Eric Hodson, showing up, and he does that amazing wrestler art in the back. Oh, I am so envious. I almost wish I was going to be there, but not really, for a good reason. It's coming up in a few seconds. Tales from the Black Circle is now live on Indiegogo. Time is running out. Less than I think 36 hours. Get on it or forever be left behind. Here it comes. C2E2 is this weekend. I'm about to hop on a plane tomorrow. I'll be in Chicago. That's right. And I'm going to be sitting on that comic book throne. That's my photo op. I'm going to be there. This is, of course, going to be at the Devil's Due booth at 9:07. And this is going to be huge, guys, huge. And I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be a pro. I'm going to be walking around talking about advocating for comics and learning something about comics if I can. That's my goal, and that's what I'm going to do. So come check me out. I'm going to have some issues with me. So maybe you guys can pick up an issue from me if you find me. Comic-Con Highway Midwest exit, Illinois, April 6th to the 8th, because I haven't said it before. This is where C2E2 is. And C2E2 is going to get fortified by my friend Sean Forney. Comic-Con Highway is also going to see Dirk Manning show up. That's right. C2E2 gets dirked with Dirk Manning. He's got an amazing press release that's coming out. If you didn't read it, you should read it. Amazing stuff coming from Dirk. We're excited. Check it out on the main page. And he's going to have the kids, the children of Cthulhu, and the Dastardly Dirk, I believe, is the title. You got to check it out. Main page. Get on it. But come see him. It's finally available. That and the New Hope book. So very exciting for C2E2. A lot of good stuff going on. Of course, Josh Blaylock's going to be at Devil's Due. He's the guy who wrote that book that I always tell you guys you got to read. It's on my must-read list. If you don't know what that is, you need to search it out now. Comic-Con Highway is also going to the South in Texas to give a place for a booth at a fan expo brought to you by the people who give you MegaCon. Jay Gillespie is going to have a booth at A80, and he's going to be joined by Blake Harrington is also going to be there. Our good site friend Andy Shaggy Cortez at BoilerCon in Purdue University in West Lafayette in Indiana. This scientist is a young adult adventure of prodigies in peril. A young genius and his fellow prodigies are kidnapped on their way to a science fair and must use their wits to escape. Also on Kickstarter is H.P. Lovecraft's The Call of the Cthulhu, a Constantine book about adapting Lovecraft's Call for the Cthulhu into the Constantine book, telling it the classic horror story in a series of full-color illustrations. Orison, One of Three, a horror comic about survival in one of the largest mountains in the world. Trial Run, The Old Ages, superhero anthology. Imagine if your parents were superheroes. Now imagine that you were given the chance to be a hero too. You just have to pick your power. Wow, right? Angelica Reigns, The Faith 2. Angelica Reigns returns to take her shot at the Faith, and she looks like it's going to be bloody. Remember how I talked about how amazing Savannah Comic-Con? Well, guess what? The same people who did Savannah Comic-Con are doing Fairfax Comic-Con. It's going to be on my birthday weekend. I'm turning 40. Come check me out. Back it now so we can hang out in Fairfax. Light Nerd, the collected covers, pinups, and art collection of all of the covers from the hit comic book series Light Earth. Nikolai Volkov, the Russian wrestling heel who wasn't. Nikolai Volkov was not a heel. He wasn't even a communist, nor was he Russian. Learn about his path from immigration to the Hall of Fame. In this authorized comic book, John's always doing such amazing. John Crother's the head writer behind it, just bringing together such amazing nostalgic. Stormy, singer, songwriter, badass, issue 2, graphic novel series chronicling the chaotic life of pop singer as she deals with fame, fortune, and the big house, we found out while watching the show today, and all the scandals that follow. Staunch Ambition is back with issue number 3. It's a supernatural science fiction exploring a new dimension. Azarus becomes vulnerable and must battle for possession of the world's most cherished assets. What could that be? Dead Duck and Zombie Chick radio show is going to vinyl. That's right. It's kickstarting to be put on vinyl. The comic book comes to life in this epic recording. Now get it on vinyl pressing of the Dead Duck and Zombie Chick radio show to have and to hold. Now, I always say this wrong, and here we go again. It's that word. It's another word where I've made it too big. I want to say Duelist. I know it's not. It's like Dulles or something like that. This is a new guy comic book. Marcus begins his first day. The new guy comic books Marcus begins the first day at his mysterious base with reptilians, feared deities, Crimean monsters, and a variety of race aliens. You got to check it out. Johnny Scotch, the Sound of Justice, a pulpy musical vision of the Johnny Quest world. Transmigrant Interdimensional Taxi Cab Service, issues 6 through 7 of a science-fi comedy series featuring kick-ass cop, drunk cosmic cabbie, and an irritable cat navigator. I'm excited. Tits are back so I can get my hands on them. I know it sounded dirty. Maybe that's what I meant. The Few and the Cursed, number 4. Join the redhead in her hunt for the crows of Meadowlana in the epic supernatural western. I said it should be on HBO right after Westworld. This also has the issues of 1, 2, and 3 from the series available. Lily the Demoness has popped out of another comic book and gotten her own title. You ask and you shall receive. The Demoness Lily Agdracht now has her own series. Ardat. I don't know. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. The Libertarian comic book is in need of We the People. Whether you're left, right, or center political, their intention, not mine, is that this book will make you think. It's okay to disagree with them because through disagreement comes conversation, and conversation is amazing. And as the end of the program, like we always like to do, we want to take a minute to thank all the veterans. One of the ways you can support veterans is going to Veterans Wife on Facebook today and see how you can support your veterans today. And I say your, but they're also mine. And I would like to take this time, along with Veterans Wife, to thank all the veterans. We truly appreciate your service. We would like to give an extra special thank you to the veterans, the ones that are silent and stoic and do not want to be recognized. For the horrors that they've seen in war is nothing to be thanked for. They don't put it out there for the world to know. For they are now at home struggling with a new battle. We want you to know you're not alone. You're loved and appreciated. You will always be our hero, even if you refuse the title. Programming note, we will not be back until next week, probably Tuesday, April 10th, with the Indie News next episode. In the meantime, we'll be having an Indie News brief that will cover the amount of time that I'm away. We'll have some live videos from C2E2. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Mr. Anderson, and I am the advocating voice for indie advocates.